If women were to rule the world by the year 2020, what two things do you think would be very different? If women were to rule the world by the year 2020, what two things do you think would be very different?
If women were to rule the world by 2020, the two things that I think would be
very different
is the first, having a girl power, which means being responsibility of a girl and girl power, which means girl can do the man's work, and a girl can manipulate the world, even though we all know that most of the past presidents or the past presidents of a country are boys. Of course, girls can do it.
Thank you very much.
I am especially proud to be a first-generation American and a resident of Hawaii, our youngest state. Our nation's pride lies deep within the hearts of its people. American has faith in the liberty and justice, and we all have faith and believe in ourselves. The United States' freedom and opportunity is one of the greatest. We are truly the land of the great. From the rocky shores of Hawaii to the beautiful sandy beaches of Hawaii, America is our home.
It's a wonderfully versatile state you have there. Well said by all of them, don't you think?
Select a card, please. Judge number 1, Diego Boneta. Your question, please, Diego, for Miss Venezuela.
If you could make a new law, what would it be and explain why?
Si pudieras promulgar una nueva ley, ¿cuál sería y explíqueme por qué sería esa?
I think that any laws that are in Constitution or in life are already made. I think that we should have a straight way to go in our similar or in our life as it is. For example, I am a surfer, and I think that the best way that I can take is the way that I wait for it. So please do our only law that we can do. Thank you, Vegas.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Venezuela. Okay. Thank you.
Candidate number 15, Jeannie Anderson. Jeannie, you're so tall. And for our last judge, our 1969 Miss Universe, Miss Gloria Diaz.
Okay, Jeannie, I am going to ask you a question that not necessarily practical, but if you were given a chance to choose to become beautiful but not too smart, or very smart and not too beautiful, what would you prefer to be and why?
You want to repeat the question one more time? Can you repeat it just one more time?
Beautiful, but not too smart. Basically, not stupid, but not too smart. But very smart.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Judge number 3, Nene Leakes, your question, please.
A recent report shows that in 40% of American families with children, women are the primary earners, yet they continue to earn less than men. What does this say about society?
I think we can relate this back to education and how we are continuing to try to strive to figure out how to create jobs right now. That is the biggest problem, and I think especially the men are seen as the leaders of this, and so we need to try to figure out how to create education better so that we can solve this problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Utah. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, next let's have Alabama.